Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm John Rohde with the Oklahoman. Mount Gundy erupted the night of September 22nd and still rumbles to this day. That was quite a soundbite, a YouTube special with more than 1.5 million hits so far. Oklahoma State football coach Mike Gundy has gotten a lot of mileage out of his Texas Tech post-game speech that had nothing to do with the game. Parodies have since sold a lot of cars and helped fill radio time. But here's the deal. When you pop off like that, you set yourself up to get popped yourself. What goes around, comes around. Perhaps that time has come, given last Saturday night's come-from-ahead loss to Texas. The Cowboys led 35-14 with less than 12 minutes to go, yet still found a way to lose to the Longhorns again. For the last 5 years, OSU has lost to Texas after leading at halftime. Gundy has been there every step of the way as the Cowboys' offensive coordinator and also as their head coach. OSU had a great chance to beat the worst team Texas has had in the last decade. 4 weeks before that, the Cowboys blew a 17-0 halftime lead against a pitiful Texas A&M team. 3 weeks before that came a horrendous Friday night effort at Troy. So who's to blame for these failures? We have to blame somebody. Hey, that's sports. We certainly can't blame the OSU fans, a diehard group of 35,000 or so with a remarkable capacity for forgiveness. We could blame the OSU players, but Gundy let it be known, very loudly I might add, that criticizing his players simply is not allowed. Media cannot go after amateur athletes, no matter how many points, 24, or how many yards, 311, they surrender in the fourth quarter. We could blame the OSU assistant coaches. That's a good idea. Gundy could just come in with the exact same rant as before. Walk in, hold up the second half game plan from Troy, Texas A&M, and Texas, and scream, "That's why I don't read our game plan, because it's garbage, and the coach that let it come out is garbage." Maybe that's it. Perhaps Gundy needs to repeat his rant while looking in the mirror. Maybe he's the problem. By the way, I would be remiss if I didn't credit Mike Gundy for this entire text. These are his words. I'm just tweaking the words a little bit. Gundy wrote the original script, and Gundy wants all writers to be held accountable. Presumably, this includes him. Is Gundy truly to blame? Absolutely. It's the job of every head coach, every good head coach, to accept responsibility. Look, I like Mike Gundy. He's one of my favorite players and coaches since I arrived here 20 years ago. But this isn't the same Mike Gundy. A person who used to knock you between the eyes with his candor now tap dances around important issues. Keep this up, and he might tap dance his way right off the stage. This isn't personal. I'm just following Gundy's ground rules. I'm not going after one of his players. I'm coming after him. And I'm sure he'll handle it just fine. He's a man. He's 40.
That's all I got to say. Makes me want to puke.
He should have saved that line for after the Texas game.